Other people might be somewhere else. They don't celebrate, but it's a season of giving. It's a season to be respectful. And maybe they don't celebrate Christmas, but they do celebrate the New Year. It is still celebrating in the season. The New Year is time of beginning. And I will discuss that time of beginning and a time of goals, as I discussed last podcast. That part of it was cut out. I'm not sure which part, but I will discuss more after the break.
How do you save money? In my first book, I taught you why we go broke. If you read my book, you understand that there are many ways we can go broke, and you will understand that you need to understand about saving money, or at least not spending more than you make. If you're picking up this book because you need more tips on how to reinforce your saving skills, then this book is for you. I first want to tell you my story and enforce to you why saving is important. I didn't take the advice when I was younger. I read a book that said at least 10% needs to be saved for retirement or to be saved in The Richest Man of Babylon. There is one major rule with saving money, and that is you want to spend less than you make and have your money work for you. Many people feel the 401k or Social Security will be good for them, but that is not enough. This is why the second rule is having your money make more money. What happens if there are problems? Let's say you get laid off from your job, your car breaks down, or something in your house breaks down. There are cases where you need an emergency fund saved up. There are many tricks in saving money, and there are many tips to put your money aside for a rainy day. The trick is not to touch it and let it build up. There are more tips. I only gave you a few. It is only up to you to do this. One final tip along your saving travels, and that is you can live your life day to day, or you can plan for the future and relax a little.
That was Saving, How to Save Your Money, written by Joseph Evaldi, narrated by Ken Aiken. It is available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes. Also available in paperback and on the Amazon Kindle. Back to the podcast. Okay. I'm going to discuss about New Year's and goals in what is part 2 of the 3. 3 being next week. Around this time, we start thinking about what we're going to do next year, rather it's finances, writing. It could be projects, whatnot, and we plan. We thought about that plan, now we're writing it down and we're going to get ready to implement. Sometimes those plans go sour and they fail within 3 weeks or 3 months. But the initial step is planning. It's how we do it better. Maybe we had a bad holiday and we're going to prove to everybody that we can do whatever we need to do. We're going to do it better than we did the year before. Or maybe we had a very good holiday and we're going to wish to share that cheer with everyone. The nature of the holidays is we face stress. We face everything. We face the proverbial blank to hit the fan. And I'm going to say that it's been a good year this year. And just with a snap of a finger, the year could go south. That's why it's edgy. Because everyone's vending to get noticed for Christmas. Well, I suggest you give up that fight. Just for one day. And keep the peace. There'll be a time where you won't have that family member around, or there'll be a time where you remember that peace, you remember that special day that was Christmas. And you look back and you'll remember that time. Now, I wasn't the best receiver of gifts around the holidays. That's why it's like karma that hits me. Through the years, I've learned to show my gratitude. To be grateful for the gifts that people have to share with me. To be grateful for life. To be grateful for accomplishments. To be grateful for what life has intended for me. Now, we may all not agree on what decisions are made and why those were made. Whether it's our own decisions or it's God's decisions. But in this time of year, when it approaches night, you realize that it's Christmas once more. And you see It's a Wonderful Life at the end of the movie, and it says, "For all acquaintance be forgotten." Well, we could go about the holidays, whether it's dealing with one family or the other, and we could be upset at the world, upset at our lives and everything else, and be sour to everyone. Or we could try to be joy where there is none. We could be grateful for what we've gotten, because not a lot of people have gotten anything. And it is season to be joyous. It is Christmas. Once more, as they say. Or whatever you may celebrate. This has been the Joseph Evaldi podcast. And Merry Christmas to everyone.